Have you ever had a conversation with a woman that felt like it was going perfectly, yet somehow you couldn't shake the feeling that you weren't quite leaving the impression you wanted? You know that feeling when the words are flowing, the connection feels great, but the thought lingers in your mind. Did I really make her think about me after this? Let's face it, in a world where everything moves fast, texting, social media, constant distractions, it can feel almost impossible to make a lasting impact. So, what if I told you that the secret to making her think about you long after the conversation ends has nothing to do with flashy pickup lines or trying to impress her? What if I told you that you don't need to be a master of words or pull off some grand romantic gesture to leave an impression that will linger in her mind for hours, even days? The key is to say one simple thing at just the right moment, a phrase that's authentic, emotionally charged, and completely unexpected, yet incredibly powerful. This is a line that makes her feel not only seen, but also valued in a way that resonates deeply with her emotions. The beauty of this phrase is in its simplicity. When you say it, you're not just complimenting her, you're doing something far more profound. You're making her feel special, cherished, and appreciated in a way she may not have experienced before, and that feeling will stay with her long after you've said goodbye. Imagine this. You're talking to her, everything's going smoothly, and you drop that one line. Her eyes light up, she smiles, and you can tell she's caught off guard by how genuine you are. In that moment, you've captured her attention in a way that few others could. And here's the magic part. She'll be thinking about that moment long after the conversation is over. Are you ready to unlock this powerful phrase that will make her think about you non-stop? Let's dive in and discover the words that will create that lasting imprint. Hey there, I'm Amelia, and welcome to Stoic Paradox, the place where we dive deep into the art of attraction, relationships, and understanding the true nature of connection. If you're new here, I want to take a moment to say thank you for joining us. We're all about bringing you real advice that you can actually use to build meaningful connections, not just surface-level encounters. And if you're already part of our community, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you with me for another exciting video that's going to help you understand the secrets behind human attraction and relationships in a way that's both powerful and authentic. Now let's get real for a second. Have you ever found yourself having an amazing conversation with a woman, feeling that connection building, but then walking away, wondering, did I really leave a lasting impression? Or maybe you've said something in the past, only to feel like it didn't resonate the way you'd hoped. The truth is, in a world where distractions are everywhere, texting, social media, work, life, it can be hard to break through the noise and make a meaningful, lasting impact on someone's mind, especially when it comes to attraction, right? Here's where it gets interesting. What if I told you that there's actually a simple yet incredibly powerful way to make sure that when you walk away, she's thinking about you non-stop? What if there was one line you could say to her that would stick with her long after you've parted ways, making her replay your words over and over in her mind long into the night? And no, it's not a cheesy pickup line. It's not about grand gestures, and it's definitely not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's something much more authentic and genuine, something that shows her you see her for who she really is. This is the secret to sparking an emotional connection that lingers long after you're out of her sight. Imagine her smiling to herself later in the evening, thinking about what you said and feeling drawn to you in a way she hasn't felt before. That's the kind of connection we're talking about. So, today I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to say, and more importantly, why it works so well. This isn't just about saying something nice to make her smile. It's about creating a genuine emotional impact that will have her thinking about you well after the night ends. So, grab a seat, get comfortable, and prepare to learn how to make sure she can't stop thinking about you once you've said these words. Are you ready to change the way you leave impressions on women? Let's dive in and discover the game-changing phrase that will make her think about you all night long. All right, now let's get into it. You're probably wondering, What is this magical phrase that can make her think about you all night long? Is it something you have to memorize and recite perfectly? Is it a trick or a cheat code to her heart? The truth is, the power of words comes from something much more profound than that. We all know that words carry weight. In fact, words are one of the most powerful tools we have in communication. We can build bridges with them, tear down walls, and even shape the way someone feels about us. When it comes to attraction and connection, the right words at the right time have the potential to leave an imprint that lasts far beyond the initial conversation. And that's exactly what we're going for here, a lasting impact. So let's break this down. You've probably heard it before. It's not what you say, but how you say it. And while that's true in many ways, let me tell you, what you say matters more than you think. Words have this beautiful ability to reach deep into someone's emotional core, to make them feel seen, heard, and valued. The challenge, however, lies in saying the right words at the right time, with the right energy behind them. So here it is, the phrase you've been waiting for. I can't stop thinking about how amazing you are. Simple, right? But if you say it with genuine emotion and authenticity, it holds immense power. It works because it's specific and personal. And here's the kicker. It's not just about complimenting her appearance or her achievements. You're not focusing on something superficial. You're telling her that her essence has captured your attention. You're letting her know that there's something about her that has stuck with you long after the conversation is over. Why does this work so well? Think about it. In a world that's full of noise, constant messages, social media likes, and even small talk that never truly connects, this is a rare moment of emotional honesty. When you say, I can't stop thinking about how amazing you are, it's almost like you're offering her a window into your thoughts. You're letting her know that she's not just another face in the crowd, and that what she does, who she is, and the energy she brings into the room is something that resonates deeply with you. But here's the thing, the words themselves are only half the equation. It's how you say them that makes all the difference. If you say this line and it comes off as robotic or rehearsed, it won't have the same effect. What makes these words so powerful is the authenticity behind them. She needs to feel that you mean it, that this is coming from a genuine place of admiration. Imagine saying this to her after you've had a meaningful conversation, after she's opened up a little or shared something personal. You're not just paying her a shallow compliment. You're acknowledging her depth. You're saying, I've really seen you for who you are, and I can't stop thinking about it. And that will stick with her long after you leave. And here's why it keeps her thinking about you all night. Women, just like anyone else, crave emotional connections. But in today's world, genuine emotional connections can feel rare. When you tap into someone's emotional world, when you genuinely engage with them on a deeper level, it sticks. She'll reflect on your words throughout the evening, wondering what makes you think she's amazing, replaying your words in her mind, and asking herself, what was it about me that caught his attention? The result? You linger in her thoughts long after the conversation ends. And now this phrase doesn't just work in casual or flirty situations. It can work in friendships too. In fact, some of the most meaningful moments come from acknowledging someone in this way. You're not just giving her attention, you're giving her recognition for who she truly is. But it's not just about saying the words. It's about creating a space where those words feel authentic. The environment, the timing, and the connection you have with her all play a part. If you say this when she's feeling emotionally vulnerable, or when you're in a deep conversation about something meaningful, it will hit much harder. She'll feel the weight of your words because they resonate with her experience in the moment you share. The magic of this phrase is that it creates curiosity in her. After hearing it, she'll start thinking about all of the little ways she may have impacted you, the unique qualities that make her who she is. And that's the beauty of leaving a lasting impression. She begins to wonder about your perspective of her. This isn't about overwhelming her with compliments. It's about making her feel like she's irreplaceable. It's about showing that you see her for who she truly is, not just on the surface. Women love when they're seen for their inner qualities, their intelligence, their kindness, their ambition, their creativity. These are the things that matter most to her in the long run. So, use this line strategically and say it when it feels right. Don't force it, but when the time comes, make sure you say it with sincerity and watch as those words linger in her mind long after you walk away. So, why does "I can't stop thinking about how amazing you are" have such a powerful impact? Why does this simple phrase make her think about you long after you've said it? The truth lies in the emotional connection it sparks. When you say these words, you're not just giving a compliment, you're showing vulnerability and admiration in a way that feels personal, deep, and meaningful. Let's break it down. It shows genuine appreciation. In a world where so many conversations are shallow or transactional, when you take the time to really acknowledge someone's uniqueness, it creates an emotional bond. You're recognizing her individuality, the small details, the things that make her stand out. It's not about just saying something nice. It's about really seeing her for who she is and expressing that. This makes her feel special in a way that resonates with her emotional core. It evokes curiosity. When you tell her that you can't stop thinking about how amazing she is, you're leaving her wondering, what was it about me that made him think this? She'll replay the moments she shared with you, trying to pinpoint what exactly you found so incredible. This curiosity will keep her engaged, and as she reflects on your words, she'll find herself thinking about you throughout the night. It creates a lasting impression. We all know how quickly things can fade in today's fast-paced world, but when you speak directly to someone's heart with a phrase like this, you leave an imprint. It's the kind of compliment that feels deep, authentic, and not just flattery for the sake of making her smile. It's the type of comment that she's likely to remember when she's lying in bed, reflecting on the day. It's a memory that lingers. It's unexpected. Most compliments focus on appearances or superficial traits, but when you tell her that you can't stop thinking about how amazing she is, you're shifting the focus to something much deeper, the qualities that make her unique. It's not about what she looks like on the outside, it's about who she is on the inside, and that's something incredibly rare and valuable to her. Women, just like men, crave emotional depth in a connection. When you hit her with something like this, it surprises her because it's not something she hears every day. So, why does this work? Because you're saying something that aligns with what women truly want: to be seen, to be appreciated, and to know that they matter. And when you say it in such an authentic, thoughtful way, it not only makes her feel amazing, it makes her think about you all night long. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever said something to a woman that left a lasting impression on her? Or maybe you've experienced something like this and felt your heart race after hearing the right words. I'd love to know your thoughts and experiences. Leave a comment below and share your story. Let's keep this conversation going and see how others have used the power of words to make meaningful connections. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on future content like this. And if you're new here, welcome to the Stoic Paradox community. We're all about building authentic, meaningful relationships and diving into the psychology behind them so you won't want to miss what's coming next. Remember, the words you choose have the power to shape the way someone feels about you. The right phrase at the right time can make her think about you long after you've walked away. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about showing up authentically and making that emotional connection that leaves an impact. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation with a woman who has your attention, say something that speaks to her heart. Thank you for watching today's video. And as always, I appreciate you being here with me on Stoic Paradox. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep building meaningful connections. Until next time, take care and remember, authenticity is key.